What's up, everyone? So we got a couple of things going on in this video today. One of them is that I got these new cameras in. These are the Insta360 Ace Pros. I picked up 3 of these for different angles inside the airplane. They're kind of cool. They got the flip out screen, which is going to help out quite a bit. They got a lot better mounting, so I could just lock it in, take it off whenever I need. And then the other one that I got is this Insta360 X4, which is the 360 version that's going to go underneath the wing. You know, kind of show what's going on outside of the plane. And the other thing I got going on is that I have my commercial check ride coming up, and there's one maneuver in there that I'm just kind of nervous about. You know, it's one of those things. It's like I got everything else dialed in, I believe, but there's just that one maneuver, and I think it's just because I only got really one shot at it. And what that is the power off 180. And for those who've done it, you know what I'm talking about, or for those who have been practicing it for their up and coming check ride, for their commercial check ride, you guys know what I mean. But today I thought it'd be kind of cool to set these cameras up and then just go out and practice that maneuver. That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to get these kind of set up. So let's hop in the plane and see if we can't nail this thing. Alright, we're good to go. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Alright, so better get the ATIS, see what the wind's doing. Alright, looks like it's almost down the pipe. Wind said it was at 9 knots, gusting 16, so that'll make it kind of interesting. Try to land on my target, but we'll figure it out. We'll see if we can do her. On the day of the check ride, it's not going to matter, so get it figured out. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm just going to go ahead and taxi. Waterford City Traffic, Warrior 3211, beginning taxi runway 12, Watford. Let everybody know that I'm coming down, but again, there's nobody here, but you never know. Then what I'll do is I'll taxi down here, and I'll do my run up, make sure, go through the whole checklist, make sure everything is working right, and then we'll see if we can't get this power off 180 dialed in. Alright, let's pull up right here, put the airplane into the wind to help cooling, just like that. Park and brake on. Alright, finish up this checklist here. Heading set. Alright. Here, set the brake switch up down, mixture is in full rich position, fuel pump on, fuel selector, I'm going to switch the tanks, fuel pump off, and then we're just going to check and make sure it holds pressure. And it looks like it is, so we're good there. I'm going to throttle this 2,000, feet on the brakes. There we go, there's 2,000, so you guys can see that. Magneto drop, check the magnetos, I'm going to go 1, 2, check the drop, there's a little drop there, 1, 2, back to both, and then 1, there's the drop there. Alright, vacuum pump, looks like it's good. Oil temps coming up, I see that. Oil pressure is good in the green. Carb heat on, you should see a slight little drop. There's the drop. Throttle back to idle and see if it holds idle. And it is. And then carb heat off, slight rise, back to 1,000. Alright. Check all the circuit breakers. Circuit breakers are in. Flight instruments, we're going to check that one more time. Good there, good there. Everything is looking good. I don't see any flags. Tom radio set to tower, 122.8. Pitot heat load test. Flip that switch. There's a little rise in the indication. Cut it off. There's the drop. Primer is locked. Whoops. Flaps are set. Trim tab is set for takeoff. Controls free and clear. Yeah, we're good there. Door is locked and latched. Window is closed. Here we go. Got that. Seat belts and harnesses are good there. Fuel timer. I'm going to set my watch here for 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes we got to switch the tanks. Right to left or left to right, whichever you need. Okay, 30 minutes. Fuel pump on. Lights are on. Good there. Carb heat is in the off position. Double check that. Mixture is set. Check the engine gauges one more time. Everything looks like it's in the green. So we're good to go there. Release brakes and we are off. Got to make a call, let everybody know if there's anybody in the area and that I'm going to be taking off. And always check in to make sure that you don't see anybody on final. So we're clear. Alright, release the brakes. Make that call. Waterford City Traffic, Warrior 3211. To be taking off runway 12. I'm going to be staying in the pattern. Waterford. Alright, got to get in the air and start to warm up. And again, just checking. Make sure my vents are open. Alright, let's get lined up here. Right there on the center. And slowly bring in that throttle. A little bit of right rudder. That air flowing. Feels good. Okay. Airspeed is alive. There's 55. Start that rotation. And we are off the ground. Tap the brakes. Stop the tires from spinning. Alright. So, what we're trying to accomplish here is a power off 180. I'm going to pull the power. I'm going to fly up and get to pattern altitude here. And then beam point of the 1,000-foot markers is where I'm going to pull the power and then try to land on the 1,000-foot markers. So that's the goal for today. I've done this quite a few times already. So we'll just see how today goes. I'm kind of interested in seeing how that camera, that 360 camera, works. And, just kind of see where I land. But yeah, we'll see if we can do this. I got that check ride coming up, and the thing is like, you can sit out here and practice these all day, but when it comes time for that check ride, you know, you really only got one shot at it. So you really want to have this thing dialed in. And, you know, the weather could change, the wind could change, you could have a crosswind that day, but just practice it enough to where you get it dialed in, so no matter what it throws at you, you should be good to go. And that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, I'm going to make that turn here. Of course, you know, we're always looking for traffic, and we're going to get to 3,200 feet, which is the pattern altitude at this airport. Taking a little bit longer today because it's a little warm out, but we're almost there. All right, 3,200. Now we'll go ahead and start leveling off. Get a nice cruise. All right, so what we're looking for here is the 1,000-foot markers, and this runway actually has a displaced threshold, so you know you got to kind of think about that. It can be just a distraction, but we'll get it. All right, there's 1,000-foot markers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the power out just like that, and I like to put a notch of flaps in. I don't know, you might do it different. Some people might tell you to do it differently, but that's just the way I like to do it. I'll go ahead and start that turn. I guess it's a little bit better to be higher than too low, so because you can always kind of slip it down. Again, looking for traffic. Make a radio call, just let everybody know. Barber City traffic, Warrior 3211, short approach, runway 12 Watford. Looks like we're doing pretty good here. Hopefully, you know, got that best glide going. 73 in this plane. All right, just kind of focusing, concentrating. Looks like I'll be doing all right. Hopefully I didn't extend that too far out. Looks like I'm getting a little slow here. We'll put a notch. Okay, so this first one, not good. Nope, not good at all. That's why we're out here practicing. Okay, I need to, let's just get this thing in the air here real quick. All right. So that one was terrible. I think I extended it too far down. You know, I don't think I turned in sharp enough, and I just extended it too far. And with that headwind, you know, it's probably, it said, was it 9, gusting 16? I just got too slow. So we'll try this again, and hopefully we can polish that up and get it a little better next time. Let's see what that wind is doing. All right, so it's 10 knots. Gusting, I think it said gusting 1.15. We'll turn it a little sharper next time. Get this thing coming around, get up to pattern altitude. And so we're established on the downwind. Just getting a little bit more altitude here. Okay, there we go. Now we are established. Throttle back just a little bit, a little bit of trim in, and I can see the 1,000-foot markers right there. As soon as I get across them, a beam point, again, I'll pull the throttle out, and we'll try to nail it this time. Okay, there we go. Reduce the throttle, 1 notch of flaps. Okay, get a nice stable descent coming. There we go. Everything is looking good. Let's see here. Okay, that's about 45. I'm gonna go ahead and make that turn now. Make a call, and looking for traffic again. I feel a little bit better about this one. Not quite the best pattern, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get it this time. Maybe. Throw another notch of flaps in. See if we can't get this thing to float. Do one more. Ground effect. Nope, didn't quite get her that time either. Oh, goodness. All right, try it again. I think I just need to, with the wind, maybe, but let's get her up in the air again. Maybe I just need to turn in right away. Maybe give it like a second or two, not wait for the 45. You know, because it's always better to be high, you know, higher, and then low, you know, because you can always slip it in. So we're going to try that this time, see if it's a little bit better. Get that turn coming here. Oh, man. You know, you just come out here, and some days you just nail it every time. And then there's days like today where you just have a little bit more trouble trying to figure out, you know, when you should turn, the wind, the gust factor, all of that stuff. But into that altitude, get a little more established here. Okay, there's 3,200 feet. We're going to level off, pull the throttle back just a little bit, get into that cruise speed. Here we go. There's 1,000 foot, throttle reduced, my engine's out. All right, I'm gonna try that notch of flaps one more time, but I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna turn in a little sooner, quite a bit sooner actually. Get that thing coming in, looking for traffic. Okay, here we go. Now I'm definitely high, but you know, like I said, it's a little bit better to be high than low. Now I'm on base, established on base, and it's looking much better. I'm gonna go ahead and get that turn coming in to final. It's kind of shooting right for those 1,000-foot markers. It's looking a little bit better. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of a slip in. I'm definitely high. Try to break off some of that speed and altitude. All right. There we go. Notch of flaps. Established here. That float in. And boom! There it is. Okay. That was a lot better. Let's try it. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Good. Get that climb coming. Equalize that pressure. So that one was much better. You know, I just turned it in a little sooner. I was definitely high, but I just did a little slip, lost that altitude, put a notch of flaps in, and then just kind of just glided down to where I needed to be and set it in there. I guess I don't suck as bad as I thought. We'll see how this one goes. Okay, let's get that turn coming here. What's kind of unique about this airport is, you know, on base, on 1-2, it's a, you know, left base. You just aim for right over that that football field here, and it sets you just absolutely perfectly in the for the pattern distance. Okay, here we go again. Looking for that 1,000-foot marker. There it is. Oh crap, there goes my engine. Get a good descent coming. I got about 400 feet here. We're gonna go ahead and make that turn a little earlier, just like last time. Looking for traffic, make a call. There's base. Yeah, this one we're pretty high, which is good, because the last thing you want to do is come up short. We're gonna go ahead and turn final like this. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little slip here, because we're really high. Not much for now, just a little bit there. All right, level it off, just like that. Be a notch of flaps. Here we go. Looking good, looking good. That coming down. Oh, there we go. Boom. A little hard, but you know we got it right. Okay. 50-50. So not too bad. Of course, you know, I mean, I got a little bit more practicing to do, but once I figured out the wind and what I needed to do, I could hit it all day, I think. But it's just coming out here, you know, and that's what you got to do. You got to practice and take into consideration all of those things and adjust accordingly. You know, I think the best thing to do is to go high, obviously, and you know, do a little slip in, burn off some of that altitude, and then, you know, adjust it from there. At least that's what works for me. It seemed to work for me anyway. And then you just aim for where you want to go, have a little bit of a float, and then just what I did. I mean, I just dropped it in there, and it was a little rough, but it would pass. So I think I'm happy with that. Kind of excited to see what the 360 that camera's going to show. Whether I actually hit it or not. To me, it seemed like I did. I'm pretty sure I did, but we'll find out for sure, right? If it's still attached, I hope it is. All right, all I gotta do is top this off and call that a day. I guess, you know, that wasn't too bad. I mean, actually, it was kind of bad. At least the beginning of it was, where, I mean, I wasn't even close. I just, you know, clearly I extended it too far. You know, I turned too late, and I came up short, you know, the first couple times, which was not good. All right, well, that was fun. Still got some learning to do, but, you know, we'll get it next time, right? All right, so that was interesting. Got up there. The first one didn't quite go as well as I wanted it to. I was very, very short. I extended my downwind quite a bit. I was kind of just going into it like I was like a normal landing. You know, first notch of flaps, just extended down. You know, I got my 45, and once I turned, I knew that I was going to be short because I was too far out. There was too much of a headwind. I was trying to pitch, and I was just coming up too short. The second round, I tried shortening that up a little bit, and I did, and I got further down the runway, but I still was just a little bit short on where I needed to land. Again, I should have probably just turned in a little sooner, you know, try to find my spot, and then just aim for my spot, and then if I needed to, you know, come in a little higher and then just slip it in. And then once I got down to the runway where I thought I would be safe, you know, just kind of sit in ground effect a little bit and then just drop it in, which is what I should have done. And that's basically what I did on my third and fourth attempts. And once I figured out, you know, the wind and when I needed to turn and everything like that, I was, you know, I could hit my mark just about every time. But, you know, that's why we go out there and practice. We go out there and practice, we get the feel of the plane, what we need to do, and then what we need to do to make it to where we need to land. So, yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I hope that these cameras are going to work out. I'm kind of excited to see what that's going to bring, and especially this 360 camera. I'm kind of excited to see what kind of footage we can get with this thing. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, obviously, like, subscribe, do whatever if you want to watch these videos. But I guess until next time, we'll see ya.